Hi everyone, welcome to a new series that I'm looking into doing, which is going to be called Fubzy's Live Play. This is basically going to be me playing games and just talking through them as I go. So it's all going to be recorded live, unedited and published as is. So you can laugh at the mistakes I make, you can criticise me, you can throw things at me, whatever. Hopefully there's going to be things in there as I explain what I'm doing and why that might be helpful to some players. That's the theory behind this series, is that if I explain not just what I'm doing but why I'm doing it, that hopefully that can help one or two players to improve themselves. So we're going to pick a tank. We will, oh, why not? We'll go with the Cromwell B. I need to grind a few credits out anyway, so may as well. So let's see what we get. Okay, we are bottom tier. Cromwell B doesn't have the greatest armour, so we've got to be careful that we're not taking hits, especially from the tier 8 guns. And they are 4, 5, 6 heavies, 3 mediums, 3 lights, 3 arties. Okay, so there's going to be 6 of the quicker tanks and 6 of the bigger tanks, so it doesn't really matter which way we go. There's going to be kind of half a dozen of the enemy there to shoot at. Seem to be loading in a bit slower today than normal. I don't know what that's all about. Let's go to the right. Let's go up to the north here.
Let's get this show on the road.
Now, the reason I've picked the way I've picked up this way is because the heavier tanks seem to fight over here and the lighter tanks up here. Although I do need to be careful of what tanks are coming with me as support, because it does look already like there's quite a few that are going to be camping on there. If it's just me and the SU, which it looks like it is, then I've got to be super careful. So I'm probably just going to take up a position where I can fall back quite easily. Let's go over here, so I'm not getting caught out on my own. Position I can fall back quite easily if needed, but where I can do a little bit of spotting. Now the AMX 12T is pushed on a bit, so maybe we can push on a little bit more. Let's have a quick look. No, let's not. I think if I go up there and I run into anything, if I run into that AMX 1357 or the 1375 or the 12T, because they're an auto loader, I'm going to be out the game. So I can't go that way. Just because of the sheer lack of support and the tanks that I could run into. So I'm going to stay down here. And this is a key thing I feel, by the way. Something that's helped my game a lot is you'll pick somewhere that you want to go. So for example, I wanted to go up here, really, spotting across there. But you've got to pay attention to what other people do. If I had gone up there, like I say, I only need to run into an auto loader and I'm out the game. Or a couple of their tanks if I meet the Comet and the T-34. 2 guns versus 1. It's going to be very difficult for me to do any real kind of damage without getting taken out. And even to run away could be quite difficult. So, not a lot happening there. So let's switch to plan B. And let's go and support the heavies. Don't be afraid to change what you're doing in a game. If you can see it's not working, or you can see there's better opportunities somewhere else, then that's the real mistake, is in not changing. So maybe even held where I was for too long, but we did just at least make sure there was no one rushing around that way. So now we'll push around and we'll see if we can go and support the heavies here. Maybe put a bit of pressure on the Comet. Bear in mind that there's 3 artillery, so I need to either stay unspotted or artillery safe, and keep on the move. Let's see if there's any spots we can get here. We did. Okay, so we'll wait now and see if anyone pops out. We've obviously found roughly where the side of their building is. He's hull down. It's pointless shooting, it'll just bounce. Can we get him there? Maybe on his engine deck? Yes. There we go. We managed to pop one into his engine deck. Two. Oops, and now we've been spotted. Now we've got to make a run for it. We really don't want those heavy guns hitting us. And we can't afford to have artillery start raining down on us either. So we'll try and take up a position here again, using the bush as a bit of cover. Didn't pen.
It's a trap.
Got that one though. And he's gone. Again, don't really want to start taking hits from artillery or from the tier 8 big guns there, so again, staying on the move. Come on, turn your back to us.
That one didn't go through.
Oh yes, track. Yeah, so I was looking at his track there because I was thinking maybe I could get his track. Black Prince, probably the better tank to try and pen, but yeah, this is all going a bit Pete Tong now, this battle. We'll fall back, see if I can get some help from this Tiger. Wheezy and a Black Prince versus me. Probably not going to end very well. We'll let those tanks there take on the heavies, and we will try and protect their back. So there's a 34-1 over here somewhere. A 12T there as well. Let's see if we can pop out and put one in the 12T.
Permission to engage. It's a trap.
Missed that, got spotted, didn't take any fire. So not the end of the world. Okay, so it's starting to look like I'm going to have to go out and do something about these heavy tanks. So we'll load some gold. Don't want to pop out there because he's going to be looking at that Tiger anyway. So we'll see if we can pop out in a different place. Maybe catch him unawares. Or maybe even try and get him behind them. So we'll race across, hopefully get across without taking much or too much damage. Just the one from the 12T, we can live with that. Now, when we pop out here, I'm going to be fighting the Black Prince first by the looks of it.
Ready to fire.
So I need to be careful.
Penetration. We didn't penetrate.
If we can get on his side, we'll be okay. Oh, but the gold rounds managed to penetrate his frontal armour.
Critical hit.
We bounced from the Wheezy.
Where'd they go?
Now this could be a problem. The 12T.
Fire. We didn't even scratch them. They killed us.
Because of his auto-loader gun, I decided to stick to the gold there. But now we don't need any more gold, so switch back to AP. Artillery's fired. Now, the FV304 is a quick loading tank for an RT, so we've got to be careful.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor damaged.
Don't want to get too close. As I've mentioned before, with the artillery, the closer you are, the more of a chance you give them to get you with that kind of a, what we call a shotgun. So I don't really want to give him that opportunity. Keep him turning, keep him guessing at which way I'm going to come round. Hopefully I can get the jump on him there. Now he's fired, now I'm going to finish him off. So now I can come up, finish him off there. And again, straight back on the move. They've still got a Cromwell, a Tiger and 2 artillery that we haven't spotted yet. So the game's far from over. Still need to be very, very careful. As you can see, something was having a shot at me there, perhaps another one of their artillery. So we're up to 3 kills, 2,660 WN8. There's the Tiger. We managed to get the spot on him. We've used our first aid kit because we had to fix up the fact that our driver was dead. We've lost half of our hit points, so got to be careful. But we'll see if we can light up that Tiger again. Where was he? He was down there somewhere. Maybe behind this rock here. Let's think which way we should go. There, Cromwell. And again, this is another handy thing about having mods. If I press my Alt key, I can see there Tiger 1 is on full hit points. Because we haven't actually spotted the Cromwell yet, I can't see how many hit points he's on, but then at the same time, if he hasn't been spotted, the chances are he hasn't been shot. The only way he would have been shot is if, you know, somebody's missed and hit him by accident. I could have done without taking that hit, but never mind, we found him again. At least. Let's load some more gold, because he's a heavy tank. Oh, and he's managed to get us before we could get into safety there. So, let's have a look at what we've done well, what we've not done so well. We've decided to go over here. We've realised we haven't got the support. Sorry, we've decided to go over here to spot and maybe engage their quicker tanks over here. Without being too heavy that we were going to have no use there. We've then decided that we hadn't got the support to do that, so we stayed back just to do a little bit of spotting. Nothing was happening, so we've decided to get in the game. We had to go and support the heavies. We've come around, we've done a little bit of damage there, supporting the heavies. We've fallen back when our heavies have died, and it become unmanageable to stay where we were. We've fallen back into safety there. We've come round, we've managed to take out a couple of decent tanks. We've popped forward, taken out the artillery that we could see. We've fallen back, regrouped, spotted the Tiger initially in there. Maybe, instead of going back up here, maybe we could have pushed around the back here. Been a bit more aggressive earlier on. He would have then been between myself and the Tiger 1. But there was no guarantee he was going to push this way, and also they have a Cromwell floating around somewhere, so I think falling back was probably the right thing to do. Regroup, rethink, but the Tiger unfortunately managed to get the jump on us as we pulled forward. So, have a think about that then. What went well, what didn't go well. Is this the kind of thing you'd like to see on my channel? Please comment on this, let me know what you think. I do read every single comment. I try and reply to as many as I can, but I do read every single comment on a video until I release a new video. As I say, I really hope that you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to doing some more for you soon. I suppose really we should wait and see what the end of the game is like. Oh, that's interesting, they're on our cap. Now, is that going to be the Cromwell, or is it going to be one of the artillery pieces? Well, with having a heavy tank and a tank destroyer left, I would hope that we're the favourites to win this. Although two of our tanks are, as you can see, one hit. Hopefully we get the jump on this Hummel here. The Tiger, one hit more from him should finish him off. Yeah, there we go. We just hope that the Tiger hasn't been spotted. Could do without him getting damaged. If anyone's going to win this game for us now, it's going to be the Tiger 1. Okay. Now their Cromwell could be idle. Then again, he could not be. So you've still got to play very, very carefully here. What's yeah, he's around about 970 WN8. Now if you imagine that people are always better than their overall, because your overall's normally improving. You know, maybe the guy spent the first few thousand battles learning the game, playing at 200 WN8, and has really upped it recently. So you have to kind of play cautiously and not over believe in stats. They're also very easy to pad, which we'll show you at some point. But Cromwell there, he's been spotted now, so this is going to be quite interesting. Is he firing AP? Is he going to be firing gold? He's certainly got the quicker gun than the Tiger, but not a lot of difference in the hit points. The Tiger, if he gets a decent hit in here, could do a lot of damage. There we go. So maybe... Oh, and the artist finished him off. Lovely. Fantastic. So, you would hope now... There's the last artillery. You would hope now that we're going to win this. Although one very, very good shot from their arty, of course, could finish it off. Oh, this is the bad thing, I suppose, about doing this as a new series is if I die, then there's not a lot else I can do to speed the game up for you. I don't know. What would you like? Would you like to see the end of the games? Would you prefer that I ended it and then just edit in the team scores afterwards? Give me some feedback, guys. What do you want to see in these? I have got another Fun with Fubzy episode planned that will be coming up soon. Just a little chat about what's going on with Fubzy, what I've been up to recently, what I plan for next, chatting about things that have been said in the comments. So if there's things that you wanna talk about in that, you want me to mention, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. That's of course one of the problems with a Tiger 1 as well, is they're not the quickest. So in a scenario like this, it's going to be difficult. If I was the enemy artillery now, I'd probably be hiding, hoping that you can get the draw, because there is only 30 seconds left. So let's see if he plays smart or if he's going to get caught out here. Certainly we can't cap now, it would take far too long to cap. Oh, and he's there. Now, will he get the killing time? Yes, he does. And with 14 seconds remaining, we managed to pick up the win. So, let's have a look at the end screen then. See how well we did. Okay, as we can see, we picked up 1,337 damage, 128 assisted damage. You can see some of the modules. I always like having a look at the module damage that we did. You get a lot of tracks, but occasionally you get some other bits, and it's interesting because you might shoot a particular tank in a certain place, and then you look afterwards and think, "Oh Christ, I ammo racked him." So it sticks in your head, and you think, "Well, next time I come up against that same tank, if I've got that same shot, I'll take it because there's a chance of doing some good damage there." So we finished. What was it? Where are we? Second for base XP, and fourth for damage, and joint top for kills. So I quite enjoyed that. 35,000 credits profit, despite the fact we had to fire a few gold rounds against the heavy tanks there. But yeah, really nice game. How did we do? 3,415 XP with WN8 we picked up for that. So yeah, very pleased. As I say then, guys, please get in touch in the comments. Let's see what you think of this. Is this worth going with? How would you like it changed? And hopefully I can put on some content that you'll all like and enjoy. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Goodbye.